Welcome to session 3, year 4. Hopefully you have done a fantastic job at writing those introductions, so I'm looking forward to seeing those. So let's get on with session 3 then, where we're going to be writing a little bit more of this balanced argument, this balanced discussion. Now, just a polite reminder, a quick reminder, we're looking at different points of view on an issue. Our issue is it right to kill animals? We're going to provide arguments and supporting evidence for the argument, yes, it is right to kill animals, or against the argument, no, it isn't right to kill animals. And we're going to present that in a balanced way. So we're not going to be biased, and we're not going to lean to one side of the argument or the other one. We've got to present both sides fairly. So just a quick reminder of what we're doing. You're going to need to have some useful words and phrases here, and we saw these very briefly in session 1. When you're writing your discussion, your balanced argument, we're kind of having a debate, but we're having a debate that we would have verbally on paper. So we're going to have to use some debate language. We're going to have to include some conjunctions, and we're going to have to think about using some technical vocabulary. We need our reader to know that we're experts on this subject, that we've done our research really well. So to help you with that in the Google Drive, you will find this document here, which has some examples of debate language. It has some supporting conjunctions where you want to add more information to your argument. And it's also got some contrasting conjunctions where you want to say the opposite, or where you want to oppose the argument. So that's in the Google Drive for you to access, and it might be helpful for you when you're writing this piece of writing this week. In the debate language, where you can see the words scientists and doctors and experts, they're all interchangeable. You can change those around as you see fit. It's just some ideas there to get you using some of that debate formal language. Also, it is a formal bit of writing. So it's not informal, so we're going to have to think about using formal language, and we know that that means we can't use any of those contractions in there, so no apostrophes in there for contracting words such as it is into its. We're going to have to write it is out in full. We've done that already lots this year. Now, we've done the introduction, so we're going to have to use our plan now, and here's mine here next to me when I'm going to be writing. I'm going to have it next to me, and we're going to use this plan to organise our writing. And I can see on my plan here I've got point 1, and underneath point 1 I've got that supporting evidence, and on the other side of the argument, against, I've still got the same point, that doesn't change, but I've got some evidence against the argument here. So we're going to continue writing using our points, and I said we were going to choose 2 points, so hopefully you've planned 2 points and you've got some evidence to back that up. So we're going to think about writing, and I'm going to let you back into my writer's brain and back into my thought process when I'm writing. So it's not a very long session today, because here's our reader, and we've pushed him through or her through. We've sent them through our shape for a balanced argument. This is the shape of the argument. So we've done the introduction, and now that you can see our reader is in this argument part of it. So an argument for and an argument against. Is it right to kill animals? And that's where we are today. So we're going to write 2 separate paragraphs today. One paragraph linked to the idea of for the argument, yes, it is right to kill animals, and one paragraph linked to the idea against the argument, no, it's not right to kill animals. So you're going to need to write 2 separate paragraphs. Remember, just to leave that line between them is a really good way to show your reader that we're moving on to a new idea, a new point. Once again, I've done a little video for you to help you look into my reader's brain, and you can see here that I've got my argument shape, and I've got that word bank so that I can use that to help me with some of the language and some sentence starters to get my writing going. You're going to need to access the video on the YouTube channel, and you're going to need to look at session 2. So have a watch of that. It's going to show you the for and the against writing of those 2 paragraphs, so you can see what I've been up to and use that to help you write yours, and then come back for the final session where we're going to bring everything together in session 4 and we're going to be looking at the conclusion. So we're going to be drawing our arguments together and giving the reader our opinion. This is the part where we're allowed to say what we think. So have fun. Really looking forward to seeing your writing at the end when you've finished it all. Don't send me little bits, just, you know, send it all at the end. It's going to be amazing, I can tell. You're fantastic writers, so I know you're going to do a fantastic job at this. So I'll see you for session 4, where we're going to conclude our argument and we're going to finish off. Bye!